Hello again, beer fans. We've got today kind of a limited edition beer, the Sierra Nevada 30th Anniversary Grand Cru. This is Sierra Nevada's attempt to celebrate 30 years of successful brewing. They're one of the great success stories in brewing. You can see this. They've even corked this thing to celebrate it. See? You know it's supposed to be good if you've corked it. So, listen to that. Listen to that. So let's pour this baby. It's a they advertise it as a mixture of several different ales. They're pale ale, some dry hopping. They're oak aged Bigfoot, and they're I think it's a celebration ale. So they've mixed. Look at that head. That thing is bubbling. I poured that a little too aggressively. Look at that. Now contrast that to the Miller Genuine Draft heads I had. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just so hoppy. Look at the way it kind of cascades down the bottom. Cascades down. Let's pour a little bit more. See how full I can get this. Gently, gently. Just gorgeous looking. And this is a part of a series that they're doing. The one I've had before is the what they call the Fritz and Kin Ale, which was the stout. Mainly got head there, and which I thought was delicious. I thought that was a really good. That it was done with Anchor's Brewer. Again, this is a kind of a neat series. They're collaborating with other, home brewers or micro brewers to celebrate their success and the success of the micro brewing industry. And I thought the Fritz and Kin was excellent. A real tribute to both the excellence of Anchor and Sierra Nevada, which of course are two of California's finest breweries, along with Stone, I would say, the three best. Still mainly getting head. It's good tasting head, but and that's what she said. The haven't made up my mind yet. Still getting mainly bubbles on it. Whether or not this is one of the best. Sierra Nevada is obviously one of the most respected breweries in the country. They are from looking at Wikipedia, the sixth largest brewery in the country. Probably the largest small. I would say they along with Sam Adams are kind of the two. It's interesting. Really malty there. Nice little malty flow back with some good hops on top of it. Not bitter. Kind of a malty, smooth bitter of the hops. It's not bad. But anyway, they're kind of the biggest of the little, along with Sam Adams, of the two of the people who started as microbrews at breweries. And after the allowance of home brewing, some of the deregulation during the Carter administration, which the deregulation kind of caused the American beer renaissance, which we'll talk about. We've reviewed some of the crappy beers America produces, but we'll as we talk about this, talk about some of the history of American brewing and, that how several unnatural events kind of led it to be dominated by what we could call Bud and the ilk that is like Bud. How did a great brewing nation like America, known for its fine whiskey, for bourbon, become known for crappy beer? And then how, upon deregulating home brewing, did we become the greatest brewing country in the world for beer? I don't think there's any contest. And Sierra Nevada is kind of your classic example. They're known for their quality. They're one of the few breweries known on Beer Advocate that's actually scored as an A. That they, as a whole, they are given their beers average an A minus, and they get an A, which is really impressive if you think about it. That means, this is the highest quality brewery, one of the highest quality breweries in the world. They're known for, they have their 5 basic lines, which I think is one of their strengths. Whereas, for instance, Sam Adams, I think, focuses almost on too many beers, which I think may hurt them. Even though I think Sam Adams, their main lines are all delicious, and I love Sam Adams. I think Sierra Nevada sometimes suffers. In comparison, Sierra Nevada's focusing on their Imperial Stout, their Heffy, their Porter, Pale Ale, and IPA, getting those big 5 out there and making it consistently excellent. I think it's been a good strategy, because I think every time you drink a Sierra Nevada, whether it be their excellent wet hop that they release ever seasonally, or their seasonal brews, or their excellent mainline, that you're going to get a beer that works. Straight ahead beer, straight ahead quality. This is kind of growing on me. I mean, again, I was expecting it to be more hoppy than it is malty. That's a big flavor that's going on there. Now, you may wonder where Sierra Nevada is. I always thought they were in Nevada, because that's where I associate the Sierra Nevada mountains with. But, of course, they spill over well into California, as I should know. And they're actually located in Chico, Nevada. I mean, not Nevada, but California, which is up in toward northern part of California, although not the far north. And again, they're known for, if you go to Sierra Nevada, it's good. Now, some people think that they're owned by a macro. I've heard that said, and that's just not true. They're not owned by Miller or Bud or InBev, or I guess I should say or InBev. They're not owned by Molson Coors, any of those breweries. They are simply Sierra Nevada, the 6th largest brewery in the country. And again, the biggest of the littles behind Sam Adams. And again, as well as Sam Adams kind of have led the renaissance of beers. This one, again, celebrates kind of what they're about. And as I'm drinking, I'm thinking, this is what they're about. Good, straight-ahead beer. No tricks, no funny stuff. Just a good ale that works. I mean, a good ale that simply works, and that is all they're known for, and all they need to be known. I'm not going to be able to finish it. It's too much beer for a 10-minute review, so I'm going to stop here as I pour. You can just kind of see that gorgeous looking beer. Look at that beautiful amber. The way it kind of just rises. Right there. Delicious. This is expensive. This cost me $8.59 for this. So this is an expensive. So this should be a treat. If you're reviewing beer, or you want to try something different, or just celebrate Sierra Nevada, you would get this. I don't know if it's so much better than kind of their normal offerings, which are so excellent, and are kind of at that good $7.99 price range. $2 more than Yuengling or Budweiser, $2, which is $2 more than Pabst. Kind of at that next third tier of pricing before you get into the $10 micros and craft breweries. Sierra Nevada is usually at that good price range of $7.99, $8.99. So this is a little higher, very high for them, but very worth trying if you can afford it. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you for your time.